Hey, what's up, miners? I guess a brief update on the B550 tin card 5700G rig. Um, so it's been running pretty well, no problems. About 7 days in, so for 3.5 days it ran on ALF, just messing around, testing out, and no problems. I had a very rare for us power outage. It like flipped off and on, and I heard the transformer or whatever it was pop down the street. It was so loud, but it came right back on. And when it came right back on, I went ahead and set it up. But I don't know, muscle memory or normalcy bias or whatever. But that's my test rig, and it doesn't have the BIOS controls. Like the 11400 already had the voltage curve adjusted in BIOS, and then my other AMDs are already all set up in BIOS, so I just start the miner and roll with it. I didn't really pay attention, and this thing was pegged out at 1.3 volts in the 100, and I think in the daytime, it gets up to oh golly, I don't even know, 104 or 105, something like that. What is it now? It's 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, so it's still 102, but normally not a problem. These cards actually do really well with no fan. But yeah, that was a heck of a stress test for 3 days. And I smelled something. I didn't know exactly what it was, and it wasn't like burning. You could tell something was hot. But I check all the power connectors regularly, and so whenever I smell something, I check all the 8 pins, and nothing was really hot. I couldn't really place it, and um, it's like we just burnt in that board. But anyways, kudos to that little B550 Asus. It's not even the thick layer PCB; it's like the flimsy one, and no problem. Held up just fine. Still rocking out 6K. There's my finger. Anyways, I just got done working, and I wanted to give you that update. Um, so yeah, that does work. No problem. No problem at all. Was that all for here? Yeah. So that did get up to 90 for quite some time. So and then I wanted to show one thing on Messy House. Hello. Um, for the kitties, of course. I don't remember if that's on Pyron. I think Novo. And that's the 11400. I went ahead and took the voltage curve off to stress test that, and it's doing well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. Um, Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to turn this one off for a little bit. Hey Carter, I'm gonna record a video for a moment. Thank you. That's my oldest. He rocks out the games. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna turn that off temporarily because I do get to build AM5 gang. So very excited about that. Open box. I don't know if I'll film that. I think there's a lot of CPU builds out there, so we'll see. But I do need to turn this off, and before I do, let's see. There's some very poor software number 5700G numbers, but mainly wanted to get this out before I forget. So these are, like long-term test numbers. 30, sorry, the phone's goofy. With the 30 threads, so the first being off and the last thread being off. So I read somewhere that maybe the second to first thread being off was better. So I thought, you know what, let's just test the whole thing. And so I noticed on 4 and 5, these are the disabled cores, so that last one, and then I noticed 5 was particularly more. So these were short term. I would only let them run, for a minute or two, and then move on to the next one. It's quite a few to test, but Anyways, on 30 cores, first one off, last one off, same voltages, 37904, 37 gigahertz, excuse me. About 93 watts. Um, Playing around. If I do just 5 off, leave everything else on, all the other threads on, I actually picked up, let's see, 16,437. So after it settled, it did hit this 16.5. I never saw this 525, so I think that was anomalous. That's kind of the most that I saw. You know, and as I fiddle around with it, it'll move. But when it settles, that's kind of what it gets to. Which starting out at 16,365. You know, it's over 100 hash per second increase. So software package watts HWAN, it was only 1 watt difference. So it seems like the Affinity maybe, I don't know if that's anomalous, you know, to my 5950, or if others would, you know, if that's worth a shot on yours. But it does, sorry. We're on F2W3, so let me highlight that. And, you know, that does pick up poolside, so it's not just a statistical, you know, thing. So, anyways, that's it. Maybe maybe play around with your Affinity. I'm not a script writer, and 32 by 32, that's a lot of testing. So, yeah. Anyways, thought that was interesting. So, I am done for the day. So, I'll get this thing turned off. And I wish I missed. It's kind of pretty, and get our 7900 going. And I'm gonna try this T-Create again. That's the only thing that wasn't on sale or open box. And it came with a cooler. I forget the name. I think it's the Wraith or Stealth or whatever. The RGB one that blows around. Bigger fan. So, and then almost $100 B650 ores. So open box for the win. We'll see if it works out. So, all right. Well, happy hashing, and we'll see y'all later. Test your Affinity. Later, y'all.